Anytime you're ready.
Hi, my name is Pam Delaney. I'm a Senior Vice President of Operations for a major healthcare company in this country. We are spending a lot of money to bring in our medical directors and our staff from the field, as well as our corporate executives. And we are going through a lot of change right now, as healthcare is going through a lot of change. It's a very important conference for us. We're bringing groups together that have never been together before. And one of those also make them taking care of themselves, having some humor in their lives relevant to them. And we worked with Brad. He brought it down to our level. He helped even the medical providers understand how they could bring humor, relaxation to the work site, and how that would help everybody in our company. The feedback was phenomenal. I was afraid people would say, here we are at a business conference and you have us laughing. They were laughing. They were laughing so hard they were crying. And we had a great time that went too fast, really. So would I have him back again, because he probably wants me to say that? Absolutely I would.
Oh, that's perfect.
Go. Hello everyone. My name is Terry Pellerin. I'm the Associate Director of Facilities here at WPI in Worcester, Massachusetts. I took a chance, I got on the internet and I found this website of this gentleman, Brad Montgomery. It seemed like a cool website and he seemed like a cool guy, so I took a chance and invited him today to our SNEAPA meeting, Southern New England chapter of APA. Well, I must say, he blew us away. He was the coolest guy you'd ever want to meet. So I highly recommend him, and if you don't hire him, you're really stupid. Goodbye.
Wait, tell me one more thing. One of the things we hope to do is not just entertain them, but give them something relevant for business. Mm-hmm. Would you address that for?
Oh yeah. All right, I'm back on again because I forgot to tell you. Not only we had a wonderful time here, but Brad's relevance to business, facilities, any type of work environment is unbelievable. He ties in humor to the workplace, how to motivate yourself, and to work with others in difficult situations. So if you have difficult people you have to deal with on a daily basis, you might like to bring Brad in, and his humor might help you to deal with them more effectively and with a smile. Thank you.
It's not on yet.
Yeah, it is.
It's recording?
The red light's on.
Okay. All right, so we're at SNEAPA in Worcester. Look here. Convention food. Where's the chicken with the crappy sauce?
It's the best in New England right there.
Right there. Clam. When was the last convention I worked with clams? Go SNEAPA.
Anytime you're ready.
Hi, I'm Jim Wilson. I'm the president of Craneware, and we just got finished with a session where we used Brad Montgomery as our motivational speaker, and it was absolutely the right tone. The fun that he brought to the group, the attitude that he created with all of the people who are out in the room. You know, you reach a point during a conference where everything gets a little flat and people are tired of looking at PowerPoints and all those types of things. To bring in somebody that can lift the spirits of that team, get everybody excited about what we're doing, and get them ready for the next thing they do that's probably going to be boring, is just, it was perfect. The tone was right, the message was exactly right. He took a little bit of time to learn about who we are, how we fit into our industry, who some of our competition was, and it was, I couldn't say enough about the job that he did for us in the very short period of time that he was with us. So, thank you again very much, Brad, and you're welcome to call me if you'd like a recommendation.
People to come speak at our conference, and finding Brad was the best thing we could have done. He really took the time to learn about our organization and incorporate that into the presentation. He was right on in his messaging. Everyone left with a great attitude and had a great time, and so we are so thankful that he was with us today. Thanks.
Brad does an excellent job presenting and drawing his audience in and getting them engaged. He specifically was excellent in the education world in that he has given us some activities and ideas for kind of icebreakers with staff and faculty, and also kind of you know, giving us things that we can do with teachers maybe that are hard to work with, maybe staffs that are less than cooperative and need some bringing along. And so we, you know, in the 3 hours that we were with Brad, we came up with some great ideas for things that we can do with our staffs to, you know, kind of overcome those barriers and their resistance to change, and to get them on board with what it is that we're trying to accomplish as a district. So, and the time was well spent. It was very useful, and I highly recommend Brad for any type of educational training that you might want to do with your district's leadership. Thanks.
All right.
My name's Richard Luna, and I'm a grants manager for a school district in Denver, Colorado. I just finished watching Brad do his presentation, his humorous presentation at our retreat, and I would suggest his services because he was easy to relate to, and I'm from the finance side. He addressed principals, assistant principals, all the admin, superintendents, and the fiscal grant people. And we all were able to relate to his topics and the way he tied in all the things we have in common as being employees for the same school district. He tied us together like a team, he grouped us together, and he brought up topics that we could relate to and made fun of. So I suggest that you look into Brad's work, and I think you'll get a hell of a lot of stuff out of it. Thank you. I blew it.
Ready? All right, I'm Sandy.
And I'm James.
And we're both from Adams County School District 50, and we just finished a morning working with Brad Montgomery with our school district leadership team, helping us find fun in our work, and how does that work with what we're working on this next school year with implementing standards-based education into our school district.
As you can imagine, with parents and students, there's a lot of times that things aren't as fun, but Brad gave us some great ideas. I personally got 4 pages of notes off of ideas that I can use in my job as principal of a high school to lighten up the whole climate and work with my staff and work with students and parents as well.
And as the Chief Financial Officer for our district, this is the 3rd time that I have seen Brad, and I try to instill fun in every part of my life. And there's always something new that Brad tells me every time I see him to help remind me the importance of having fun while I'm at work, especially in our environment that we work with every day.